10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Through Black and White Eyes. We've tweaked the intro. I hope you like it. It's only for live shows, that one. We've got a different one for normal videos. But thanks for joining us tonight. We've got PDP, we've got Gary, we've got Mauro. John doesn't seem to want to turn up at the moment. I don't know what's going on with him, but I'll find out. We've got a great show lined up. And there's lots of, obviously, brand new news that we just got. So very, very interesting. Let's bring the guys in one by one. Let's bring PDP in first. How are you doing, pal?
All right. Yes, it's good. All good.
Yeah, it's all settled in the new house.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's what I like to hear. Please sign up to PDP's channel. It's a great channel. PDP Proud Luck. It's his name. Get signing. I'll put the link in the description. Gary, how are you doing?
Hello. Not too
Recovering.
bad. Recovering off yesterday. God.
I wish I could still do that. I really can't.
No. Bottle of vodka doesn't agree with you at all.
Oh, man, I'd rather you than me. I'd do a JD bottle with you, but not a vodka bottle. No way. Mauro, thanks for coming back on again. How are you, pal?
Fine. Evening, guys. Evening, everybody.
I see Gary's positioned himself with some pictures in the background this time, so he hasn't got a pure white wall. I like it.
Yeah,
Mauro's got a flag in the background. Look at that dedication, that. I love it. We'll quickly jump to some comments before we get onto the good stuff. So Porto's Pepe, yes, I made a fool of myself. We thought it was Pepe from Arsenal. It was actually Porto's Pepe. Shit. It happens. Hi all, hope you're having a good weekend. I was until I went to work today. Saturday was nice though. Evening gents, evening all. Evening Truls, thanks for joining as always. Hi all from Australia. Hi Chris, thanks for Chris is new I think to the channel. It's nice to see you, Chris. Any news on the Derby situation? There might be a little bit. I'll have to have a look through the messages. We're going to get to that. Evening Bars. How about this for a song for Botman? And then we're waiting. Hi mate. No, Botman. Ari all, here's a cracking show. Exactly, high bars. Hopefully it'll be a cracking show. Keep it civil. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Enjoy the show. Brilliant. What's that coming over the hill? Is it Botman? Is it Botman? What's that? I love it. Love it. Yes. What a tune as well, by the way. Shea Given's in the Who's. We've got Savvy on Marriage. We've got Savvy on Marriage, and we've got Shea Given live on Through Black and White Eyes. I love it.
I wish I could play like him. Like
there are a little bit of rumours coming on with this guy, but I haven't had any myself yet. He's correcting himself. Hey Peter, everyone. What's the striker from Milan? Kurani. Yeah, we'll talk about him tonight. Do we want Neymar? Do you know what it is? I would take him. Would you guys take Neymar?
No, I wouldn't.
Really?
Ooh,
just to sell shirts? Just take him to Saudi Arabia, put a shirt on him, he'll sell millions of them. We'll be rich again. What's the thoughts about 53 million for Lewandowski? Buy and put the price tag out there, but he's going to Barca. I mean, a dream signing is right there, isn't it, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I would.
I'm not sure about 53 million for a 33-year-old. I know he's class, but
sell shirts.
Agreed.
Recoup it straight away. It'd be almost a free transfer, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Mogul Blade, thank you so much for that £5 donation. I haven't even mentioned that tonight. If you'd like to donate to the channel, like Blade has done, please hit the $sign and donate what you think this channel deserves, and it all goes back into the channel. I'm trying, guys, to save up money to get a big shed at the back of the garden. I'm going to make it into a man cave, and it's going to be my studio. because the missus is getting sick of me taking up the whole kitchen. And bearing in mind, we only have 2 rooms downstairs in our house. We have a living room and like a kitchen diner. So literally I take up like 50% of the house downstairs when I'm doing these shows. So, right, I was trying to get a special guest on the show. We sent out the signals. He never answered. So we tried to send out a bigger signal, and I hope I'm going to play the right one if I can find it. There it is. Great advertisement for my badges, guys. Only 3 badges left. If you want to buy one, please contact myself. And then this popped up. That is his real face. He was on his way, but then this happened. Oh, he broke down. He ran out of gas. So unfortunately, Botman cannot be with us tonight. We did try. He was on his way, but he's going to make his medical in time. Don't worry. He will do his medical Monday, Tuesday, and he will sign for Newcastle United. We did try to get him on the show, but unfortunately, like you could see, he broke down. Right, let's talk about this first of all, guys. I'm so glad this came up on Twitter because I was going to put it together myself, and it saved me a job. Our back line cost the same as Harry Maguire. Now, it's crazy, isn't it? And this is what I keep saying to people. Big price tags doesn't mean success. Maro, how beautiful does that look?
It looks amazing. It looks amazing, and it's a really unbelievable job that we have managed to get 5 such great players for that price tag. And also when it's Manchester United on the other side, it makes it so much sweeter. So the double win.
It does, doesn't it? PDP, what are your thoughts seeing that?
It's hilarious, isn't it? But it's right. It's absolutely right.
Exactly.
Because they've done a lot more better than what he's done in Man United.
I just still can't believe it, though. Like, literally, we bought a whole new back line. And Shaw to fit in there, who obviously was already at the club. But then the price tag, Maguire, 80 million. You forget about that, don't you? Because he's that bad.
Well,
it's crazy. Gary, what do you make of it?
Well, according to people, our owners don't know much about football, do they? But it just shows you what a mess Man United are in, to be honest. When we're doing that and they're doing that. It's honestly. But let them get on with it.
Exactly. Of course. And I think we're going to finish higher than them next season. I really do.
I'll tell you what, if they don't buy players, we will, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They're struggling to sign players.
They are. I mean, even apparently Christian Eriksen's turned them down as well. So
I've heard.
I mean, it's rumours. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's the rumours.
And what's happening with the Frenkie de Jong?
Yeah.
They reckon it's close. Well, this was the word. It's close, but not imminent. Don't know what that means, but apparently he doesn't want to go.
Oh well, there you are.
I mean, there's rumours going he doesn't want to go. And they're persuading him to go. So, I don't know. He made an interview about 6 weeks ago saying how much he loved Barcelona, being at the best club in the world. Yeah. And then there you go.
Well, why would you want to leave Barcelona? Unless you're forced out, I suppose, and you're not going to get a game of football. But
unless Barcelona, it depends, because Barcelona carry any of the money, don't they?
They do, yeah. They're desperate. Well, they can't sign Lewandowski until they sell, can they? So, this is the thing. And he's desperate to go there. So, right, I've got to give this shout out because this is one of the funniest things I read. You know, when you're at work and you just, you got to slightly flick through your phone every now and again. Yeah. And it all popped up as a notification on my phone from YouTube, and this is all I saw. I went downstairs last night and noticed my 77-year-old father. That was it. I was like, okay, where's this go? Is he watching porn? like someone would do at the time, and I opened it up and it's got watching your channel. I was just like, thank God for that. I thought it was going to be like a bad joke or something. So there's 2 things I'm impressed with: that people are turning off Babe Station and watching me, which is incredible at that time of night. So Stephen Harrison, thanks for that. And I've got to give Norman, who was the 77-year-old man, thank you for watching the channel at whatever time you're watching it. And thanks for being a subscriber. I really appreciate it. So there's the shout out, I promise. But I just thought it was so funny just reading. I went downstairs and last night and noticed my 77-year-old father. I was just like, where's this going? It was either a start of a bad joke or he was definitely watching Babe Station. He's either watching Babe Station and then flicked over to me really quickly because he heard someone coming down the stairs. We've all been there. Neymar, we won 500 a week, probably.
Easily.
Are we still in for Lingard? We'll come to Lingard. Ari Batters, yes, Brian, I am. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, Jules, my City predicted text. I missed that. Neymar, no. Lebo, no. The only shirt sellers should be the ones working in the store. We need new players and our players. It's a marquee signing, isn't it, I suppose. Now, we need to buy promising players like Ekiteke, but without the drama. I don't think that's ever going to happen now, is it? Without the drama, that is, but Ekiteke still could happen. Hi, guys in the panel and guys in the chat. Brilliant. Hope the club do something similar on SOC Med. Yeah, I hope they use the videos and stuff like that. I mean, they've seemed to learn in with the Pope thing, the smoke coming out of St. James's Park, haven't they? So I reckon they'll use a bat signal or something when they announce Botman. They'll be stupid not to. Cool. Exactly. I'm still dreaming about us signing Botman, Diaby, Piquetta and us in this window. That'd be an unbelievable window. Still want Zapata, says Derek. Zapata. I wanted him desperately in January, but I don't think he's on the radar now. Do we want someone who said he didn't want to come? Who didn't want to come? I've never heard a player actually say that.
I think he's on about Botman, but that's
not true. Botman never said that either.
Not true.
Kind of like, I think he wanted Milan to move more, but obviously they couldn't afford him.
He wanted to come in January, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
I did.
I don't think AC Milan were not in for him then, but I think AC Milan said wait till the summer. Yeah. Because he did actually have a verbal agreement with AC Milan to join them in the summer. But obviously their takeover is going a bit tits up. They're under investigation. They've got no money. So, we're the only other option for him, basically. He wanted to get out of France. I didn't understand all this PSG links for Botman. He literally said he wants a new challenge. So, but yeah, I'm just so glad we've got him. I've wanted him since January. Pete knows how much I've wanted him as well, and everybody else who's watched any of the shows that we do. He was my top target along with Ekiteke, so fingers crossed.
I think he was the owner's top target as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he was number one.
PSG looking for around 50 million for Neymar. The new president Mbappe want him gone. They do, so they might end up going for free. Has he got a year left on his contract or something? I'm not too sure.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I'm gonna 80 million down the toilet. As for Man U are concerned, it is.
It's not worked out.
Heard the fee for Botman was lower than reported. If so, we've done Mr. Ashworth and the club for not being pushed around. They've been brilliant. It's been absolutely fantastic. And there might be add-ons. Maybe that's the fee. The reporting is the final fee, what it would be after the add-ons have been put on. So, what do you guys make of the rumours of him? I'll go with Mauro first. What do you make of the rumours of him having a release clause? If we're not in the Champions League in 2 years' time, he can leave for a fee, like a buyout clause.
You could understand that it would be sensible, but honestly, I don't believe it is the case. I don't believe that he has that in his contract.
It wouldn't surprise me, Gary. Oh, go on, sorry, Mauro.
No, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because he did look like he wanted Champions League football and going to AC Milan. So if that's what sealed the deal, I mean, I reckon we could be in Champions League places anyway in 2 years' time.
Do you know what it is? The owners must have told these players something about Champions League, because you look at Bruno, Trippier, Botman. I mean, these players haven't come. They're all Champions League players. They haven't come just to sit mid-table. These owners have told them we're going to Champions League in 2 years' time. And isn't it 20? I think it's when is it? When it goes to the top 5, doesn't it? Champions League.
I think that's only if it's someone who's had so many times in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Like Man United have been in it. I don't know how they've done it, but they've done that really sneaky, horrible one, haven't they?
Yeah.
Pete, what do you make of the buyout clause if it's there? We don't know it's there. We just think it's a rumor. We just want to talk about it.
It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Because I've not heard anything about it as well. So it's interesting.
Are you happy if it is there, if that's what sealed the deal in the end?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
I am as well. This is a great comment. Bars, this is well better than tugging. Oh, man, I love it. Meanwhile, and I'm guessing that's Arsenal fans getting cocky over Jesus. I like Jesus.
He's a good sign.
Yeah, definitely. Diaby said that he didn't want to come to Newcastle, didn't he? So, I mean, Morrow, there's no reason why we can't turn him around. The owners get to him, Ashworth gets to him, Bruno, he sees Botman coming. If Ekateke signs, he sees him coming. You'd be thinking, wait a minute, this is a team actually wanting to go places.
Definitely, especially after the Botman signing, players are looking at us and they see us signing one of the best young centre backs in Europe and a guy who is already a very, very good player and has even higher potential. And I honestly believe he has potential in 1-2 years to be on the level with Van Dijk and Ruben Diaz of City and Rudiger and to be that level top player. And other players are looking what's happening, and on top of Trippier, Bruno, and guys that are already here, he might be more open to the transfer now after the Botman signing. So, if you are a young player seeing what's happening at the moment, why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? It's really, really, really good and exciting project.
Yeah, completely agree. Gary, what about you?
What was the question again, sorry?
Diaby, there's no reason why we can't turn his head. You know, he said he doesn't want to come, but if the bid goes in, it's accepted. That, you know, you get Ashworth talking to him, Amanda Staveley, maybe a club legend who sees the players coming in. You know, you might think, poof.
That just rumours, though, that he doesn't want to come, doesn't it? I mean, every player we're linked with doesn't want to come according to media. I mean, so it could be bollocks, to be honest.
I think he actually has come up and said it, though. I don't know.
Has he? Because I haven't heard him. Like, I've never seen anything, but
I think he was quoted in the paper. I think that's how it's come out. He was quoted to say.
I don't. If the owners didn't think they could get him, they wouldn't waste their time.
That's true. Yeah. Exactly. This is another thing, isn't it, Pete? I mean, the owners are going in, got the big checkbook. You know, I've heard we could spend easily up to 260 million this summer, and I think this is why players are now starting to have their heads turned. We will work it out with FFP because of all the sponsorship that'll come in eventually. So, Pete, Diaby, could he be our marquee signing?
He could well be. I mean, if as you've said that if the owner's convincing that this is a project at this football club now, you could well just think, why not? Yeah. It's possible, but I think you will be asking for a big fee for him.
I think I've heard. I mean, we did hear 36. We're going to put a bid in, but I think that's an opening bid, and I think that'll get knocked back. I think 56, 60 will get.
I'm looking at around 60. Yeah.
But we've got to test the water, haven't you? You can't just go in and go, right, there's 60 million, because if they refuse that, you've got to go up, haven't you? You can't go down. Well, so you just got to start at a decent offer, haven't you? Go on,
there are probably big bonuses on top of the main transfer fee on that. So it will probably take around 50 or 60 altogether.
This is true. Gary, what are you going to say?
Paqueta, they're saying 48. But they reckon they're asking for 60.
Right.
So I think he'll roughly be around the same.
I don't think we'll get them both. It's one or the other for me. And I'd rather have Diaby.
We can always hope.
Well, that's true. Has anybody noticed just how wide Nick Pope's shoulders are? The guy's an absolute unit. I did see Nick Pope a long time ago when he played for York City on loan. And he was very tall, skinny, but he hasn't half filled out as a lad now. So, I mean, I'm massively happy with that signing. I even said that day that he's way better than the standard at York, and York were actually in the Football League then. I says he'll probably make it to the Championship. I didn't think he'd be this good. I didn't think he'd be an England number one or anything like that, but he is good. Botman always said he wanted to come. Exactly. He never said he didn't, so there. What I liked about Pope's interview is how humble and down to earth he is. Yeah, I watched that live. That was very good. We need a quality striker, but who? Again, interesting stuff, isn't there, in the rumours? Quality striker is a must. Not get Osimhen. He has 3 years left on his contract in Napoli, 67.5 million. Can't see him letting him go for less than 80 to 100 million, and we aren't spending that on a single player yet. If he's going to be a marquee signing, though, Gary, we could easily just go, right, there's 100 million, we'll take him off your hands.
Yeah, add-ons and everything.
Yeah.
They could easily say 60 million with 40 million add-ons.
Yeah.
They need a quality striker. I mean, you know what I think of Wilson. I think Wilson's class, but he's too injury prone.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Yeah, and Wilson, if Wilson played the full season, he could easily get 20 goals. But he's not going to play the full season. So
that's the thing.
I think this is the one season he could possibly do it. And the reason being is the World Cup in the middle of it. And he's not going to go for it. Unless he scores 10, 15 goals in the first 17 games, he's not going to go to the World Cup. But if he does play those 16, has a big rest, comes back fit and well for the second half of the season, this could work in our advantage for a change. But it might not. He might get injured in the first game and then we don't see him till after the World Cup. So who knows?
Don't know,
exactly. But I think this could be a good year for him. I really do, without jinxing him. No, I wouldn't take Villas-Boas as manager. I'm happy with Eddie Howe. That's got me down to Eddie. He knows how to build a team in harmony spirit. Yes, he does. Right, there's loads of comments coming in. I can't keep up. So let's get to some information, guys. So text message came in at 9:30 this morning while I was at work. Otherwise, I would have done a video straight away. So someone mentioned Lingard. So he is the first one on this list. Lingard deal ends the 1st of July. He's not going abroad. It's West Ham or Newcastle. West Ham now showing more interest than us as we want younger players in. He wants 180k a week. We have offered 120.
What?
And I don't think he's getting 180 at West Ham either.
No chance.
No.
So we'll come tomorrow first. Lingard, if he drops these demands to 120, would you take him or not? Or would you just want to see this one bypass? Morrow?
I would take him if it means we can get good players for high fees in other positions. So if it helps us keep in the budget, but would he be my first choice? No, he would probably third or fourth. But getting him on a free, and if he managed to get form like he did that half season at West Ham, would be a smart signing.
Yeah. That's the only thing in Gary that's keeping my mind thinking. He would be a good squad player, but he doesn't want to be a squad player. I suppose he wants to be starting. But if we had that form at West Ham, it would be a great signing, but that's not guaranteed.
No, it's not guaranteed. January, I was desperate for.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure now. Like a couple of weeks ago, I would have had snapped them up, but I don't know. We're getting linked with these right wingers now, and I'm sort of getting put off it. So I'm not sure. If we get him, I'll be happy. But if we get him, I'll be happy. But
January, I wouldn't have minded him, but now I'm just thinking there's probably better out there now who we could look to get, as well. But if we got him, I would give him a chance though.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely give him a chance if he lowers his demands to 120, which obviously what we've offered. But we're not going to break our record wages for someone like Lingard. Next one is Victor Osimhen. Still being linked is basically what the message says. It's not going away, this one. We have mentioned him already. He would be the marquee signing for me if we did sign him. Has Salah signed a new contract? He said he wants to stay in the Premier League. Could be a huge shock. I can't see us getting... We'd have to break our wages to get Salah. It's as simple as that.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't see it. But Osimhen could be a possibility, but I think it would break the bank and it would be an unbelievable signing. As we've already announced, Botman will be here Monday, Tuesday, medical and announcement. So you'll be holding a shirt. The video will be done. We're happy to do the video for Newcastle United. If they're watching, we'll do it for you. We know what the public want. Ekateke, I know we're getting bored of his name. He has until Wednesday, so we'll put a deadline on it. If he wants to go elsewhere or he wants to keep playing these games, we'll end it on after Wednesday. If he's not signed or it's not agreed, we'll move on to other targets. Pete, you obviously said move on now in a tweet, and I said, wait till Wednesday.
I did, but this has just been dragging on for far too long. I mean, he does want the move, but it's his agent that's asking for extra ridiculous amounts of money, which I don't think the owners want to give. I'm thinking they don't want to just come in and just hand out extra ridiculous amounts of money. So it's either now take it or leave it from the owners.
They did it with Botman, didn't they? They literally they stayed to the guns, and they're going to do it with Hugo. They try.
I mean, but if nothing till Wednesday, definitely just walk away. His agents try to place funny buggers with, and we're not here around it. The owners are not here to be messed around with.
Definitely not. Gary, what about you with Hugo?
God, yeah, I think middle of this week we'll know whether he's coming or not.
It's the right tactic, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the owners are going to walk away.
I think the other way. I think the agent's going to run out of options, and I think he'll have to come back with his tail between his legs.
I thought that last week, but I've changed my mind this week.
Have you?
But
yeah, Mara, what about you on Hugo? Are you a big fan?
I'm a big fan of the boy, and I would still like him, like us to sign him, and I don't think we are out of negotiations. So these things are normal. They ask for more. We say no way. We will look elsewhere. So it's putting pressure on them. But he's our target, same as Botman for a long time, and I don't think we will abandon it just yet until we explore all of the options.
Yeah,
I would really love to see him in black and white.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Eddie Howe is a massive fan of him as well, which is why I think we're giving them till Wednesday. I think his agent's basically trying to get more money either for a different club or see another club come in for him to force us to give more money. I think that's what the kind of games he's playing, and it's not working. Dortmund aren't interested. PSG don't seem to be interested now. There was even rumours of Real Madrid. I mean, come on.
I've heard Bayern Munich with it.
Yeah, Bayern Munich if Lewandowski goes, I suppose. But again, no one's in for Lewandowski at his age at that price.
But somebody put on Twitter, he made a good point. He says, why would they replace him with a young lad who's only played half a season?
True.
You don't know.
They always take risks in German football. They like young players coming through, I suppose. Rumours of 60 million Salah price. I've not heard any rumours for that, but it could be wrong. People are misquoted all the time, so that's not proof of anything. That is true. Very true. Look at ASM. He was misquoted quite a lot when he went back home and all those issues that were going on. Rumours yesterday said Liverpool will be open to offers for Salah. I suppose if he's stolen, then why not? Don't trust anything. Some people in Milan said they have their own agenda. Botman clearly said it's a fun project. City and PSG also started small. Exactly. Ben Jacob said today that Diaby was open to coming. Oh, there we go. That's even
there you go.
Better.
Ben knows.
That's what I like to hear.
Ben knows what he's talking about.
Exactly. Ben knows best. Salah wants a big contract, and the biggest earner and can command 250, 300 a week. We said we won't. I'm guessing we won't be paying that as much as it would be good. No, I mean the only way it would happen, I suppose, is if PIF say sod it, have it. It's Salah, because the amount of shirts he would sell, they'll probably get all that money back and more. So, but I just can't see Salah coming to a club that's not in the Champions League because he's near the end of his last contract, isn't it?
Yeah.
As long as potential signings don't talk to our Bonglo, would be okay. I like that one. For Arsenal had signed Ruiz. I don't know.
No, not yet. I don't think that.
35 leading to 45 million with add-ons. I'm not too sure what that one's for because we've skipped some comments. Get Saar if we can get Saar if we can't get Diaby. I don't want Saar. I don't know. There's something about Saar I don't like. Where are you on that one, Mauro, on Saar?
Same as you. I'm not convinced on him.
Yeah.
I would go elsewhere if we can get Diaby.
Yeah. Pete? Star?
Better out there.
Yeah. Gary, you the same?
Yeah, completely agree. Not for me.
And Dicker to partner Botman for the next 10 years would be perfect. I like Dicker, to be fair, but I don't think we're going to sign another centre-back now. I think he'll be dead set on the 4 that he has now. Unless we sell the sells, then he might go in for somebody else again. But until then, I think this is our back line, to be fair. People say no to Neymar Jr., you're taking the Mickey last year. Bruce and Banter, enough said. I love it.
True.
Go get Gabriel Barbosa for 25 million. I would not say no to him. 25
neither would
million.
I, actually.
It's a low fee, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah.
He's a hell of a player.
Sterling won't come to Newcastle. He wants Champions League football, and I think Chelsea are the club that are sniffing. Runs like a chicken, does run like a chicken, doesn't he? Injuries were caused, but shit trading by Bruce. Yeah, I agree. Still not to Chelsea. Yeah, that's what we said. Serge Gombre is up for sale as a right winger. Interesting. There are so many comments. I've got no idea how we're going to get through them all. All Italian media play games to either unsettle players to force a club to pull out. Classic tactics, exactly. Martinez for a striker. Dreaming again, aren't we?
Too early.
Yeah. Not a
2
fan of
years.
Lingard. He sat on bench most of the time, but not when he played for West Ham. This is the thing.
No,
He
he
did for Man
didn't.
United, but West Ham, he was brilliant. So even at 120k per week, still wouldn't take him. Fair enough, Colin. Lingard, no. Where would Lingard fit in? He wants more money than Bruno, and he's never been better than Bruno. Very true. Rather Sterling than Lingard. Stay away from Man U. He's not a Man U, though. Remember, he's a free transfer. Even though he won from Asherton, Northumberland. Thanks for joining us, Douglas. God, there's so many comments. Right, back to the next one. We've inquired about Nicolo Zaniolo. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Zaniolo.
Zaniolo. There we go.
Zaniolo.
You know better, Maro. I just need to send you these names so you can pronounce them all because you're so much better than me, Adam. I think we mentioned this on one of our last shows about him. I don't know too much about him. Maro, do you want to give me the lowdown on him? Because you obviously know him better than me.
He's an amazing player. He can play. He's very versatile. He can play all across the midfield attacking positions, mostly right winger or attacking midfielder. Very technical, very good dribbling. Has 2 good legs. Has a shot outside shot in him. A really good player and similar to Botman, already great, but has even bigger potential. Has the potential to be one of the best Italian players.
Wow.
Not a bad shout.
Gary, what about you?
I don't know loads about him. I've heard he's had a few injuries.
He did.
Now, but the Italian press says he's a crap player. But I also heard he wanted to stay in Italy, but more rumours, I guess. Yeah,
again, rumours all the time, innit? Pete, do you know much of Nicolo?
Not really, I've got to admit, to be honest.
But obviously, Maro's got the lowdown. That's why he's here, because he is our foreign reporter. He's brilliant.
Foreign press reporter.
That's it. Exactly. He's on the payroll. There are a number of better options, better than Lingard. He's another prima donna. Just praying for Osimhen, Ekiteke, and Diaby. If we get them, it's job done. Let's see what happens. Hey, thanks for joining, Danny. Can Jamie announce Botman, and Robin? Will Botman become Philippe Albert? I thought he said Phillips there. Philippe Albert 2.0. He does like to score a goal, doesn't he, guys? I've seen his stats, and he obviously more headers than what Philippe Albert used to do, which was just run the length of the pitch and then volley one on the top corner or chip it to Schmeichel.
That's why I think the rumours about Ward-Prowse could be true. Because we could be a serious threat from set pieces next season.
Easily.
And there's nobody better than Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you've got Shaw, Byrne, Botman, Joe Linton, Phillips, Wilson. Who else is tall in that team? Sean Longstaff, if he's on, he can head a ball when he needs to. You know, the height we've got is crazy. But we've got Trippier. Remember, his deliveries are absolutely fantastic as well. But I would love. I really do rate James Ward-Prowse. So let's see what happens. I do as well, Blade. I do. I still believe. People think I'm nuts, but I still believe. I put it out there, said that he's already signed. He needs to come. Otherwise, I'm going to look very fucking stupid again. And I don't like looking stupid, even though I do look stupid. Also, would Hugo get in the first team? He wouldn't at Dortmund or PSG either, to be fair, but he probably would in ours, depending on what's going on. I love it when it skips comments. Newcastle are buying Metro Centre. They will need to put their trophies here. I heard that one before. Won't Salah be out for the World Cup and African Cup 2 months? Yeah, this is the one thing I'm worried about buying players like South American style, because you could lose half your squad, couldn't you, to that tournament, which is not good. Yeah, I mean, the guy's got great stats, and everyone keeps pointing out to the fact that he's got a better goal ratio than Lewandowski and Haaland and people like that. And I know he's only started 15 games and scored 10. That's still exceptional, isn't it, really? So, let's see what happens. Just going to ask 3 new signings. Sound the death bells for Lascelles, Again, he'll just be a squad player, won't he? I mean, Eddie Howe really likes him. He says he's been really impressed about how he goes about his business behind the scenes as a club captain as well as captain, but I think that'll get taken off him. Because he won't be starting, but he might still be the club captain. And he says he really likes how he goes about things. So the news I've got on Eriksen is we've offered him a contract, and Eriksen will make his mind up this week where he wants to play his football. He says he's ruled out Man U, wants to stay in London. So I think we're out the question as well. But he said he liked the project, so you just never know. We will know on Wednesday, Steve, what happens with Ekitike. Lascelles and Shaw are fair game in market. I reckon looking for another centre-back might happen. No, we wouldn't have offered Shaw a contract if we weren't happy with him. And his performance has really picked up, didn't the PDP?
Absolutely. He couldn't do it under Bruce, but he did under Rafa. And look how Eddie House got him to the player that Rafa made to be. And because there was definitely really something in Fabian Schär, not in terms of his defending, but his passing. As well, and definitely can't pop up with an odd goal as well. Oh, definitely. Scored against Brighton with his head. It's a good goal, that as well, the front post. Smash the like button in the chat. Yes, please, guys. Please hit that like button if you're enjoying it. This name's popped up quite a few times, both of them, actually. I mean, I wouldn't say no to either of them. Would you, Mara? Neither would. No.
I would prefer Ekitike and hopefully Diaby, but not bad players.
Yeah.
Broha, for players from these parts here, Croatia, Serbia, Bulgaria, Romania, Albania, those players sometimes they get fame hit to their head, and although they promise a lot of potential, they don't fulfill their potential. They don't become great players. So I'm always a bit wary about players from these parts. On the other hand, they often become great players like Luka Modric, Hristo Stoichkov, or such. But it's a bit trickier in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
You're betting a bit on the player.
Yeah, definitely. PDP, what do you make of those 2 names?
Very interested. I would say no to either of them as well.
Gary?
Yeah, I'm the same. Both of them work hard as well.
I've heard
this name
pop up a lot of times as well. Can't pronounce it. Not even going to try. But again, apparently a quality attacking midfielder. I don't know much about him, Mauro. Can you enlighten us?
Dominik Szoboszlai, a Hungarian player. He's mainly attacking midfielder, but can also play winger and central midfield. He's an amazing prospect. I think he's 2021. Really great prospect.
Brilliant.
Not a bad shout too.
Darla still has a future as a squad player, I suppose. No.
He's a choice now if he stayed.
Well, of course he will be. I love it. I think Savio marriage. You just grow your hair and put a parting on. Dead ringer. See you soon, lads. First game of the season. Yes, can't wait for the first game of the season. Darlow has a future now because Dubravka wants out. Ooh.
I heard that today.
Did you?
No,
I
I've
heard
not
that
heard anything about
Dubravka.
that.
Yeah, I heard a little rumour the other day about Dubravka because I think he's from what I've heard, I think he's a bit upset about Pope coming in.
Jesus.
And he thinks now, well, that's tough for me. If you didn't want to fight me a place, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
need
mean,
a
Dubravka's
competition.
class, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but we need a competition within the goalkeeper side because we've not really had it.
Yeah.
Darlow has done well at times, but as soon as Dubravka returns from an injury, Darlow becomes error prone.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dubravka go this summer, and we get some upcoming young goalkeeper to come in a second. That's what I think could happen.
It's a good shout. Very good shout. This one very quickly before we go to the teams that are going to go down is the bloke from the bottom right from Jara. Looks familiar.
No.
No. You had to think about that.
No.
Though.
I had to think about it.
What's Jara?
Jarrow, it's a place in,
Jarrow.
sort of like it's on the other side of the water.
You know the reason I had to think about it? It's because of my job. It's because of my job.
right.
I go all over the place, and I've probably been in Jarrow before. So.
That's fair enough. You basically, Maro, you don't want to go to Jara.
You don't want to.
No, not unless you want to get lynched. Right, Pete, who are your 3 teams to go down this season?
Oh, third one's going to be a hard one, but I've 2 in mind. The 2 to go down is going to be Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. I think those 2 will head straight back down at the end of the season. The third one's very hard. I might torn between Southampton or Leeds.
Ooh. I think Southampton depends if James Ward-Prowse stays there.
If he goes, then Southampton are going to really struggle. Leeds, that's a massive loss there. Selling Calvin Phillips.
Yeah. And Ralphinha looks like he could be on his way out.
And Ralphinha could be on his way out as well. So I think
he's
going to be
struggle,
between. So I think between Southampton and Leeds.
Ooh. Gary.
I think Forest are going to steal.
See, I do as well. I don't know why. I just think they're spending wisely. But go on then. Who's going down?
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Fulham are like a yo-yo at times. They go up and down. I'm going to go Fulham, Bournemouth. And it depends what happens between these 2 this summer. Everton or Leeds.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mauro, what about you?
I think Nottingham Forest. I'd love to see Everton going down. Not sure, depending if they are in trouble with financial fair play and they need to sell. Who knows? And maybe Leeds, if they don't spend Phillips and probably Rafinha money wisely, they could be the third one.
Yeah, I think it all depends if they spend it wisely. So for me, I think Forest and Fulham could surprise a lot of their teams this season. I really do. I think Mitrovic is going to have his best season in the Premier League.
I think it might be third time lucky for Fulham this time.
Yeah. So I'm going to go Bournemouth because I don't think they're really strengthened enough so far. It could change, but as it stands right now, Bournemouth, and I am going to go as it stands because no money's been spent, Everton and Leeds. Because no money's been spent, but that could easily change. Let's see what it's like at the start of the season.
I'm convinced Jesse March will be the first manager to get sacked this season.
Not Lampard?
No, March.
Interesting.
Arteta could be in that mix as well.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah. Mark, if you watch my last video that I did yesterday, there's about 7 or 8 or 9 I mentioned about leaving. I haven't got the list in front of us, but it's the usual suspects, as you would expect them to be honest with you. Might have caught up with the comments and now we're miles behind again. Dub's not up for competition, then bye-bye. Exactly. Pope was way clear of Dubravka. Stats do not lie. Pope has third most clean sheets after Edison.
I think Pope's number 1 for me next season.
Yeah,
I do as well.
Yeah.
Question for the panel, or one dude anyway. I remember watching Red Star Belgrade when they had Boksic, Suka, etc. Was that the golden age? I'm guessing that's aimed at Maro. I used to love that.
It was their golden age, and they won Champions League or Champions Cup at the time. They won, I think, in 1990. But it was not Schuker, it was Prosinecki the player who later played in Barcelona, Real, and Portsmouth in his English years.
Yeah.
It was their golden years.
Everton and Villa to go down for the banter and the meltdown on Twitter. I love it.
I can't see Villa going down.
Oh yeah, Brentford. Forgot about Brentford. Again, it all depends. If they keep Tony and Eriksen, then again, as it stands, because technically they haven't lost Eriksen yet, I'm keeping them out of it. But if they lose Tony and Eriksen, I think they'll obviously join the mix. I remember the Narrow Skins used to meet them at Walkers back in the day. If Brentford lose Eriksen, they'll struggle. Definitely Everton down. I think Everton are going to really struggle. Brentford, Southampton, Everton. Forest, no chance. Half their promotion squad were loans. They're starting to buy really good players, though. So
and
they're getting Dean Henderson. But who else would you say? Who would you say else is in that side that's probably got Premier League experience?
There's not many, to be fair, but
not Jack Cole.
They just literally could surprise everyone, though, because they play good football as well, and that's why I think they'll surprise a few.
They're going to be the Brentford this year for me.
Yeah, there's always one that comes up and has a shock.
I
think it's Forest or Fulham this year.
And I think Johnson's a good player.
Yeah, exactly. Hope Nunes flops. All right, lads. Mick. Thanks for joining, Mick. Right, back to the rumours and the messages. There's only couple of things left to say. Asked Everton to drop Dominic Calvert-Lewin price if they want 60 million. Newcastle only entertaining 40 million. So we'll go around the houses. PDP first. Would you take Dominic Calvert-Lewin for 40 million?
No, I wouldn't.
No,
I think he's been quite injury prone as well, and I think he's really struggled with Everton season just gone as well. So, not for me.
Apparently, Christian Eriksen is considering a contract offer from Everton. He also has offers from Newcastle United and Leicester. So we always said he'd been offered one from us. Gary, where's your stance on Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Pete Greaves came out and said that we were daft to not want him.
Yeah, well, he's splitting the fan base, man. 50-50. I'm on the side that doesn't want him, but I wouldn't pay 40 million for him. No, I wouldn't pay 40.
I think that's quite cheap.
I don't know. He's one of those,
Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 50p in the Milky Way. I like that.
So I know a lot of people want him. I know a lot of people do want him. So, I mean, if he comes, I'll back him, But he wouldn't be me first choice.
Well, again, it's all about opinions. That's why we do these shows, to find out what everyone's thinking. I would probably take him for 40 million, if I'm honest with you. If we can't land another striker and he's our last option, I think it would be a good deal. Mauro, what about you?
Maybe at 30 million. Probably not more, but that's if we don't manage to sign Ekitike, and I would even take Gabriel Barbosa before Calvert-Lewin. He was also
Premier League experience is the thing I'm thinking about, and he did have that.
True.
He did have that good season, didn't he?
He was amazing 2-3 seasons ago. He had really he was playing great, but now when you look at it, he was injured a lot lately, and we already have a striker who's injured a lot in Wilson. So if we get the time of the season when we are without those two, we will rely on Wood, and
true.
I would rather try somebody else. It's still a Ekitike for me. I'm still holding fingers for him. Come
on, Hugo. All the fans on Twitter, just stop messaging them, please. Leave the lad alone.
I know, leave him alone.
Find his agent and fucking message him. Right. The last little bit of information. We have no limit on money. I've been told we have up to 250 million available, so that's a limit. I love that way it's worded. Now on funds, so expect some big signings after Botman and Hugo. We will only sign players which fit the bill, got the right price, and we won't be held to ransom, and we won't waste or panic buy. That just sounds great, doesn't it? I love hearing
Fantastic.
That. Part of the bit was no limit, but we have 250 million. Brilliant. But again, I mean, I suppose we could go over that, couldn't we? 250 million is a ballpoint figure. The 6 players in discussions now about moves away from the club. Come the 1st of July, there will be a lot of movement across the Premier League. So it's all going to be very interesting when the 1st of July hits, because that's when a lot of free transfers will actually become active. And then we'll obviously have a lot more news coming. A lot of people will pre-agree contracts for the 1st of July, though, which like Lingard will potentially. He'll decide where he wants to go. And then probably start his pre-season early or something along those lines. Again, we only have a couple of badges left, guys. So if you want a crest, the £40, £70 abroad for the delivery fee because of it, contact me via Twitter or in the description, the email address throughblackandwise8@gmail.com. Once they're gone, they could be gone forever because they're expensive to make and sometimes they can be a ball ache to sell. So my contact was at a birthday party today with a couple of players. I'm not going to mention the names because then you burn your contact. But this is the last little bit of information he was given. Inter-agents, and this has been on Twitter, by the way. I just, unfortunately, at 9:30 in the morning, I couldn't do anything about it, but it started breaking on Twitter. Inter-agents have contacted NUFC. They're looking for 25 million for Joaquin Correa. I think that's how you pronounce his name, probably to pay for Lukaku. Now, it's all been all over Twitter already. What do you make of him, Oro? I can't pronounce his name very well. Correi.
Joaquin Correa.
Yeah, we go. Joaquin Correa. There we go. I'm getting better. See, if someone tells me how to pronounce it, I'm not too bad. Would you take him? 25 million?
I would. For 25 million, I think he would be worth it. He's really hard-working, good nose for goal, and he can play all across attacking positions. And if we don't manage to get Ekitike, I would definitely go for him at that price.
Gary, do you know much of him?
He's young, isn't he?
No, 27, I think, 26,
Oh,
7.
not young.
I'm thinking of somebody else.
Not
No, I'm not going to lie. I don't really know much about him.
Don't worry.
Never heard of him till this morning.
What about you, Pete?
Don't really know much on him as well.
I mean, I'm going to do a quick Google on him now.
I think he had last season for Inter in Champions League in 8 games. He had 3 goals, 3 assists, something like that.
Oh, that's not bad, is it?
Not bad, and about 25, 27 apps in the Serie A, about 8-9 goals, something like that.
It doesn't even come up with a search for him, to be fair. Oh, there he is. Yeah, 27, shirt number 19, forward. Sofa scores 6.84. Heat maps all over the place. It's very, very sporadic heat map. Obviously, it's green, so the green screen kind of mucks it up. 26 times he played in Serie A last season. Started 12. Only lasted 39 minutes per game, so it says he was used a lot as a sub. Team of the week twice. 6 goals. 6 big chances missed. Big chances created 2. Only 1 assist. That's in Serie A. What about in the Champions League? 5 games. Didn't start any. Yeah, not a lot really, to be fair. He didn't play enough. 21 minutes. That's all he played in the Champions League last season. What about 2021 season? Better. Started 8 games, scored 3 goals, missed 3 big chances, 2 assists. I think that was the season you were looking at, Mauro, was 2021.
Yeah. Sorry, it was last year.
Yeah, it's fine.
He would be good for plan B or C, but not
plan A.
First option.
I think more DC.
C, D.
C, D, E, F. Something along those lines.
I think I'd rather have Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah. Did we not offer Ericsson 80 grand per week? That's what I was told. Was it 90? I think it was 90 we offered him. Bournemouth, Everton, Southampton for the 3 teams to go down. Jesus, the comments are flowing in again. Henderson on loan to Forest with no buy option. Only confirms Man U were shit scared to sell him to us, but got a great deal with Pope, and he'll be great for us.
Yep.
Maybe Henderson's the player we get in the summer potentially. He's just running down his contract at the moment, isn't he? For Borough, he was quality back in the day. Oh, Jorginho. Yeah, he was. Little Jorginho. Yeah, he was. He was actually fantastic. I used to love watching Ravanelli as well, didn't they, up front? And who was that other one in midfield? Emerson in midfield, wasn't it?
Yeah. Emerson and Juninho.
Juninho.
Yeah, Jorginho, Ravanelli, and Emerson were their three top quality players, weren't they? And they got to 2 cup finals and got relegated and didn't win a thing.
No.
They also had Mendieta and Alen Bokšić.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Will anyone pay the Southampton asking price to James Ward-Prowse? I think it's a hands-off price tag, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, they don't want to sell.
Yeah, they don't want to sell him. That's the thing.
No.
Yeah. Straight swap for Wood. Too risky going for Dominic Calvert-Lewin with injury problems. He only had the injury problems this season, though, hasn't he? Badly. I think he's still all right. No, we're not going to move on till Wednesday. We're still trying. Why not add 25 million and get Victor Osimhen Napoli? I think he'll probably cost 100 million, to be fair. That's the problem. We don't need Prem-proven strikers. Look at the best sides in our leagues. They all have foreign attackers. Yeah, but they're Prem-proven now, aren't the Truls? If you sign Salah now, he's Premier League proven. That's what I mean. He's done it. Everton has FFP issue. They do. Huge problems. I'd be happy with Pedro de la Vega from Argentina club side. Lunares, 21, can play both wings. I don't know much of him. I don't watch enough. I don't watch any Argentinian football, at all. The only time I might watch it is when I put a bet on, and that is very, very rarely. We know about this one. This is a weird... this is what I was saying, Gary. Maybe we've got a £20 million option to buy straight away, but he stays in the country for 2 years to earn his grade and carry on his development.
We need to go and sign that kid.
I know.
He's going to be some
Fernandez, isn't it? Rogers Fernandez.
Yeah, Roger Fernandez.
Yeah. Who would you like to bid for Newcastle?
Oh, I think he's on about Newcastle to bid for next.
Oh, bid for next. Until Hugo's done, I'm Diaby. It's got to be Diaby for me. You guys? PDP first?
Paqueta.
Ooh. Gary?
Same.
All right. Mauro?
Diaby followed by Paqueta.
Everyone loves the story, though, don't they? This is the thing.
The Paqueta would be icing on the cake.
The thing with Paqueta's class. Forget he's Bruno's mate. He's absolutely class.
He is class as well, but a lot of people are stuck on the story as well. Though, I find it funny at times. We might catch up. He scored 6 goals in 25 games, but hard worker. Are we talking about him?
Probably Correa.
Yeah, I think we are. Yeah. How about Alexander Isaac at Sociedad? Still young and did really well in the Euros for Sweden. Yeah, he's only 22, isn't he, Mauro?
Yeah,
21, 22, yes, something. Yeah. But I think he would be too expensive at the moment.
Yeah,
don't see him going 60, 70 millions at least.
Yeah.
He knows
his name was mentioned, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I'm sure we mentioned it a few weeks ago.
I think he scored about 60 goals, hasn't he? Something like that.
There's a good one from Ryan into trying to offload their rejects, to be fair. Big price for Lukaku coming back, though, in a way. Any truth in the story, the deciding factor of Botman signs, you can take the ferry home whenever he wants. You can take the Batmobile, what do you mean? Rather buy Paqueta for £58 million and James Ward-Prowse. If the James Ward-Prowse price is 75 million and Paqueta's available for 58, it's a no-brainer, isn't it, really? I think 2 fans are sleeping on... I don't know. It's a difficult one. He's splitting everyone's opinions, and that's why we asked for it. Yeah. Hi, guys. Just joined. Bit confused over the video title, though. What do you mean? What's wrong with the title? It's Transfer Banter. 3 players have joined, and we're talking about other prospects. If you've just joined, you've missed the whole show. We've been going for an hour. do me to think because I have no idea why I recognise bottom right. Are you my milkman or summit? Did you install my Wi-Fi? Might have done your mum. Milkman, Wi-Fi man. Come on, it's a quality joke.
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you
Go
what
on,
I do for a living, and you might know.
Go on.
I work for Ringtons.
Ringtons.
You know the tea. You know a
Tea.
tea company. The
Yeah,
tea
yeah.
company, Ringtons, where you go to people's stores. That's what I do for a living. So that's how we might know us.
Probably is. You're probably delivering these the Ringtons tea to
It's
his
probably
mother,
telling
right?
his tea. So
I love it. Please check out Liam's channel, by the way. It is very, very good. He's a good lad. I'm going to be on it soon. South America is where we need to target young talent. Yes, but again, we've got to be careful because of losing them in, windows, like the AFCON and things like that. You've got to be careful.
Zenden.
Oh, Zenden. Bolo Zenden, yeah. Bequeta, Dougie Morris. What do you Anna about football? What do you know about football? I think that's what that means. What do you know about football? I can't, that's just too Geordie for me at times. Being in York for 10 years, I've got to get my thinking Geordie head back on again. Diaby won't come. We don't know that, Derek. Dark Elf. We do not know that. Get back in your dark corner. We might get Diaby. Will Christian Eriksen come to NUFC bars? Why not? He sees the project. He sees the bridges. He sees the Batmobile. He sees the signals. Botman's here. Why not? It just needs to be sold the dream. The Mexican standoff with Bequeta again with Leon. See, again, we're not going to be taken for mugs, which is what I like. I heard the RB is interested in joining us. See, there we go. It's a lot of people are hearing one thing. Some people are hearing another. He's worth 50 million. I'd pay it. If we get Bequeta and Big Joe gets a call up and we are... Yeah, see, there we go.
Yeah, I
Copper
never
America.
thought about that.
This is what I've been saying. You've got to be careful how many South Americans you have and because of the Copper America. So, ideal can be done for Sam Kamaka from Salsosa.
Scamacca.
Scatman. Yes, I would like him. I have seen, and we have talked about him as well, to be fair. I'd be trying to wrap up Borja next. No, I'm not convinced on Borja yet. And plus, Chelsea have come out and said he's having a full pre-season with him before he goes anywhere. So that puts him right at the back end of the transfer window for a deal. So that's one of the reasons why I would rather look at different targets right now. You've always got to be careful. I hear Peter Crouch is handy. I'd take him for his crack. Guys, when I said 50p in a Milky Way, I meant a miniature Heroes one. Brilliant. No, I don't order Ringtons. I must think I'm made of money.
You're not kidding that.
It's expensive. Ringtone's still going. Remember the pop vans? Yeah.
They're still going.
Cheers, Foxy. Get Benteke from Palace. Got to be worth 20 quid. Definitely don't want him. Doesn't he drive a Ferrari in an F1? Probably. Yes, David, the Canadian striker, plays for Lille. He's fantastic. I just don't think he's on the radar, is he?
No. Unless your name's Ryan from Canada.
The Copper America, I thought that was during winter. Or am I wrong?
Usually it's in summer. It's not like... yeah.
What's the one that's in the winter then?
African Nations Cup.
The AFCON, yeah. So people like Marnie and people like that.
And it's held every year. They have it every season.
Right.
In January.
I'm very thick, Adam. Can't you tell? I can't remember which one's which, to be fair. Dembele on a free for right wing has baggage, though. He does have a lot of baggage.
That not fit where he held that.
Ooh. Mauro, would you take him?
He's a good player. But no, at the moment. He didn't play much last season, and he had even some problems with Milan coaches and stuff, and he was. And he also plays left, so that's where we have San Maximan. So we have priorities on the right wing, not left, for me at least.
Well set, Truls, as well. I can never remember which competitions played in the winter and which ones played in the summer because I don't watch it. It doesn't bother me that much, to be fair. Talking of soft drinks, bring back Bing. What's Bing? I don't think I ever had a Bing.
No.
Bada bing, bada boom. Noted Dembele, yeah, I don't know about Dembele. Easy mistake, but it's both continents more or less the same shape. There you go. Thanks, Andy. Right. I have to bring this up. This guy gets it. I had to blank load of stuff out because this guy might not know exactly. He might not want to be on the show, but he was watching me on TV, and I was just like, "That's amazing that I'm on TV." I was like, "Mom, I'm on TV." But love the shows, mate. Watch everyone. Who cares if you don't get everything right or everything correct? You're just passing on the crack from HP. Exactly. So everyone needs to remember, I'm just the middleman. I'm the idiot with the voice. The guy who gives me the information is the guy who's in the know. He just doesn't want to put it out there because he gets shit. You would get shit like I get shit for saying it. So, just remember, guys, I sometimes don't believe some of the stuff, and I will say that openly. I'd say, I don't think that's right, and but a lot of it I do believe, and he's got a lot of it right. We've got Botman spot on a week later. Ekateke, hopefully will get spot on a week later. But we're hearing about things before it's been broken in the press. So I'm just enjoying it, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing it as well. The other thing I've got to bring up, because I got a lot of crap for this as well. I think it's beautiful.
Oh, yes.
So apparently I shouldn't be thanking Jamie Rubin, my dad, and Amanda. I should be thanking the firemen, the nurses, the postman, the milkman, the policeman, for the takeover for Newcastle, apparently on Twitter. And then I get someone from Saudi Arabia saying that he's forced me to apologise because I forgot to put PIF on there. Now, the reason why I didn't put PIF on there is because PIF are huge. They're massive. They're also in the background, and they've always been in the background. These three on the screen right now, these three, especially Amanda, mainly Amanda, to be fair, is why the takeover happened. They found the investment in PIF, and they did all the hard work. They did all the groundwork, along with the fans, especially the ones that handed the contract, the information over to the FA to help with the court case. You got the likes of Holly and Steve and all them lot who went down to London to protest outside the FA. They're not in the picture. So, you can't, the picture would be huge. So I was just thanking these three personally, myself, through the channel, through the guys saying these three, we have a lot to thank for. We wouldn't have our football club without them. Yes, we wouldn't have it without PIF either, because they're the money bags. But these three were forcing it and pushing it every way until it was done. And Amanda never gave up. So that is why I'm thankful to it. And personally, I wish I just put Amanda in the picture on her own now and just said thank you to her, because, she was the voice, wasn't she? She was the one with the reason. She was the one that always was pushing and on screen. So I am thankful to everyone who's involved and everyone who's done their bit, including myself. I protested. I gave away my season ticket. I didn't want to carry on under Ashley. I didn't put myself in the picture, did I? I didn't put any of you guys in the picture, but you all did your bit as well. Everyone did their bit, and we're all thankful. Brian Kilcline on a free. God, he was a killer one. He was unbelievable signing for us. And again, he was like Lascelles, who was a club captain when he was injured and did all that hard work in the background. I still believe Mitro would do a good job in a new team. I agree with you, Jan, but I got a load of crap for saying that, so we're going to skip past that one. Oh, Pete's disappeared. Bing was like Tizer, a cheaper version. There we go. Torgan Hazard's name from Dortmund keeps getting bought up for 15 million. We did hear his name on our last show as well, didn't we? Welcome back, Pete.
I don't know what happened
there. They are looking at combining the Copa America kind of Gold Cup teams. Benefits the top teams, not as much as the small nations. Ooh, I like the sound of that. I know it doesn't help the smaller nations, but again, I mean, the Confederation Cup, it's not exactly a great standard, is it? So if you add them together, I think that would be a great tournament. I might actually watch that. To be fair, I did watch Messi lift it in the final. I was actually quite pleased for him. Makuku from Dortmund, he's nearly out of contract. I've heard his name a few times, Mauro.
He's a good talent, but I still think he's still too raw. He's still a year away of Ekitike, for example.
Everyone goes back to Hugo. Gary, what about you for Makuku?
Like Mauro said, he's a raw talent, basically. I don't know a great deal about him. I saw a lot of people put on Twitter that he's brilliant on Football Manager.
Yeah, he is.
So that's where a lot of our scouts come from.
But I'd go for Fernandes.
Yeah, well said there. Saved our club from oblivion, basically. Pete, what are you on Makuku?
Again,
just his name.
Don't really know much about him as well, but
I like that comment. Doesn't matter if we're wrong. It's about the conversations. That's what we're trying to build, a community where you can come in and talk about players we're potentially linked with and all that sort of stuff. And it's good crack. I still believe me too. Oh, come on, Jan, don't repeat. Any truth in the rumours? Council are open to offers for Leazes Park. Wow, that would be huge. Because I remember that petition when I was younger to save it. So I think that would cause uproar, to be honest with you. The blue one. Landmarks. Yeah, I just don't think it'll happen. Yeah, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up button, guys, if you don't mind. God, I hate snowflakes. Just enjoy the channel. Keep up with the good word, pads. Thanks, Paul. I'm not allowed to say things like that, though, because, it gets you in trouble. Quick question. Fair play. How the hell am I United 500 million debt and also looking forward to the new start of the season? That's a good point, isn't it? It's because they keep taking money out of the club.
yeah.
Apologise for now because you've got now to apologise for, Bads. Thanks, Andy. Honestly, I couldn't believe that picture got the it was it's just mental. Oh, I had to laugh. Honestly, the guy from bloody Saudi Arabia who's probably supported the club for 5 minutes having a go at me saying that I should apologise personally to Piff. I was like, I would love to invite them on my show for me. I'd shake their hands, tell them to fly me over. I'll bloody bow down to the knees if I have to. But Jesus Christ, you forget one thing and then, wow, that's Twitter for you though, isn't it? Don't ever try and be a Twitter star. It's just not good for your mental health.
That name keeps cropping up.
It does, doesn't it? And I would definitely take him. Pete, would you take him?
Hell of a play.
Definitely would, yeah.
Mauro?
Definitely. If we can get Paqueta, then Ibrahim Sangare, definitely.
Do what you do, Baz. This is my favourite Toon channel. You don't go overboard and always state, I say what I've been told. Who gives a flying F if someone doesn't pan out? Yeah, exactly. We have a good conversation about it and we enjoy discussing it, don't we? That's the idea of it. I'm off. TC, all have a great night. Thanks, Jules, for joining. Really appreciate it, pal, as always. Good point, Mark. Makuku has long been considered one of the most exciting talents in European football. In 18-19, he scored 50 goals. And wow. For Dortmund's in the 17 side against much older opponents. That's exciting. I mean, he could be one for the future, I guess, or for now, really. Thanks, Foxy. I think we could fill it. I think we could fill a 95 City Stadium easily. I think Hunter's Moor with the allotments where would be perfect for a new stadium. I just don't know if it's an option. This is the problem, isn't it? Cuckoo is raw, so is Hugo. They're both raw, yeah. Can you imagine getting them both? Let's just buy the future of Newcastle United right there. New stadium and free cabbages. We don't need them anymore, Andy. We don't need them. We do not need them. Right, guys, we've come to the end of the show. It's been absolutely brilliant. Please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button for next time so you know when we're live. Hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to donate or become a member, this is your last chance to do it on this show. Hit the $sign and donate or become a member and help us grow this channel even bigger. Quick shout out to the free sponsors. Glenn, who's my best mate, Coastal Carpentry and Joinery, does great stuff. So if you need anything doing, Claire's perfumes, aftershave, sprays, bath stuff, you name it, all quality stuff at cheap prices. So if you want anything, and Liam's Dog's Day Out, please check them out. And a massive shout out to Mag Brads. He's new to the channel. He's been doing all the videos and thumbnails. I'm sure you'll all agree they're absolutely spot on. Very privileged to have him on board. But please, if you need anything doing for channels like yourself, Pete, in the future, ask him. I'm sure he won't rip your eyes out for prices either. He's an absolute top bloke. Again, follow Gary, follow Mauro, and follow PDP on Twitter. Also, check out PDP's show. When's your next one, mate?
It could well be. I think I'm going to have to do it Saturday.
Jesus Christ, mate, that's miles away.
Well, get it ready. Get all prepared.
This is true, exactly. What is it? Fail to prepare to fail. Which is what we all say. There's 14 comments just jumped in there. Just great stuff. Cracking show, lads. What's this? John Hall wanted the fans to be comfortable, so he went for wider seats. I'm on my diet. Rip them out. I love it. Cheers again, guys. Fingers crossed more positive news this week. There will be. Paqueta Diaby, signings, great crap, bars and lads. Thanks. Yep, you guys made the show. Gary, Morrow, PDP, thanks for coming on. You guys in the chat have been amazing. Thanks to the mods, Truls. I think you were still modding, even though you wanted to take it off you and haven't done it yet. But thank you for all the comments. It's made the show. I hope you've enjoyed the news. Hopefully, a lot of it will come true, especially Diaby and Hugo. But now you can watch my outro, which is shit compared to my intro. And I'll see you again Tuesday night. PDP will be there. But here comes the crap outro.